Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me on this informative journey about genetically modified foods. What are genetically modified foods, you may ask? Well, GMOs, or genetically modified foods, are foods that have been infused with genes from other plants. Quote, this type of genetic engineering can be done with any plants, animals, or microorganisms. Farmers used to breed plants and animals to get the desired traits that they wanted, but in a natural way. End quote. Science now allows for that same process farmers used to use to be done, but by skipping steps. Much to contrary belief, genetically modified foods are unsafe because they cause health problems, environmental damage, and they violate farmer and consumer rights. I'm sure you've all seen the commercials on TV and the pop-up ads on your computers about buying non-GMO foods. This is true, but the subject goes just a little bit deeper than just that. Many do not know that genetically modified foods have an effect on the human body. Food allergies are becoming more and more prevalent today. People who were born without an allergy are developing it over time. Quote, time and time again, studies have shown that the consumption of GMO foods are increasing the risk of food-based allergies in people. If someone develops an allergy to soy because of GMO efforts, then if livestock eats the GMO soy as well, that person would have a higher probability of an allergic reaction from eating the animal meat. End quote. More and more kids are also developing food allergies, and more parents are giving birth to babies who have food allergies. So the new big push has been gluten-free. Gluten-free is kind of the healthy alternative because it's never been touched by the chemicals used for genetically modified foods. So now it's great for all those kids who have the celiac disease or gluten intolerance, as well as just the everyday person who maybe gets a little upset, like their stomach gets a little upset for eating like a food that has been touched by a chemical. That's why more and more people are pushing it. As soon as they see kids start to have a reaction to food, they say, go gluten-free. Environmental damage is another negative impact that genetically modified foods have. Foods and animals have been grown and raised in places that they typically would not live. Because of this, these animals and these plants, they're not surviving. Quote, by growing plants or raising livestock in environmental conditions that normally wouldn't support them, there is the potential of irrevocably damaging the environment. This is often seen through GMO crossbreeding. Weeds, for example, that can be crossbred with GMO plants can often become resistant to herbicides, creating the need for more GMO efforts. End quote. Another way the environment is affected is by superbugs. So when farmers grow plants, they typically have bugs that are trying to attack those plants, those vegetables, whatever they're growing. So people use chemicals to kill off those bugs. Over time, those bugs will become resistant to those chemicals, and you need a stronger chemical. This turns into a very large snowball effect, and pretty soon the product is a superbug that is no longer affected by any of those chemicals that have been designed, and now you have no other options. The last thing I wanted to touch upon was how genetically modified foods violate farmer and consumer rights. Traditionally, farming takes longer. Genetically modified foods can be done so quickly, so those foods are hitting the market much quicker than the farmers' foods are. Because of this, those foods are getting sold quicker and the farmers are losing out. Over time, this is going to turn into a snowball effect similar to the superbugs, and farmers are going out of business. I'm sure everybody has seen the huge posters, no farmers, no food, plastered all over America. There's bumper stickers, there's posters, and it's really a true statement because these poor farmers are going out of business because of genetically modified foods. How can we get around genetically modified foods? The answer is becoming so simple. Stores are now carrying foods that are labeled non-GMO and USDA certified organic. Organic means it's never been touched by any chemicals. There are also brands that are building themselves on the fact that they are GMO free. So even though the world of GMOs is growing rapidly, the world of GMO-free is growing even quicker, and now you are just one more person who is educated on genetically modified foods and how to avoid them. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.